Hello, everyone. It's Barbara Rosgoni from NSA Carolinas with Mike Mooney, who is our president-elect. And Mike, I'm so excited to talk to you about your program that's coming up on December 4th about reputation management. Before we dive into that, I know it's going to be a great program. We just had our speaker intensive and our speaker academy is not quite concluded, but I want to congratulate you for all your work on that. And I know people have said it's a wonderful experience. And, I think it's really helped their reputation, just even going and learning.
Nice segue. Good morning, Barbara. It's great to see you. And thank you for the kind words on Speaker Intensive and Speaker Academy. The two amazing chapter events was wonderful. We had more than 30 people show up in person for Speaker Intensive, which was absolutely incredible at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. And there was a team of people, as you know, to pull any event together. It takes a team to do that. So clearly something that we all rallied around, and it was just fantastic. And the Speaker Academy, we just wrapped up our last module with Chuck Gallagher, with CSP, was also a former NSA Carolinas chapter president. So Chuck was on there talking about what to put in your promotional package as a professional speaker. So that went over great. Barbara, your segment on and module on how to build your visibility was so well received. The feedback we got on that was absolutely fantastic, with actionable strategies and ideas and ahas that you really sparked with so many people. It was great. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. It was so fun. I love putting programs like this together. And it was a little intimidating thinking about being placed between Jane Jenkins Hurlong and Jeffrey Gitomer.
Right.
But I think I rose to the occasion. And, it's all about just giving people new ideas and just showing them strategies. And honestly, there's so much talk about that. If every one person in the room doesn't get at least one or two new ideas, there's something wrong. So anyway, thank you for that opportunity. It was really fun.
You were awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. Great energy in the room. So what I want to talk to you today is about your program on reputation, and just reading the outline. Oh my gosh, there's so much here. And the folks that are listening, you might know this about Mike already, but he spent 25 years in the high performance and high pressure professional motorsports industry, handling dozens of crises issues. And so Mike often asks, we earn our reputations every single day. What did you do to earn yours today? And in this program, we're going to find out what your reputation could be earning for you and how it could accelerate the success you want. And I do feel like reputation is one of the missing pieces people don't think about. It's kind of in the back of the mind, but it needs to be front of mind. So in this presentation, you've got so many different things you're going to talk about. 4 of this, 2 of that, 5 of that. I mean, I would love to go into everything here, but we have to wait till December 4th. So if you could just give us a highlight, maybe a couple things that people can really look forward to learning.
Absolutely, Barbara. I am so excited to bring this to NSA Carolinas, and I'm just a big believer that there's been no other time in human history where our reputations have been more valuable, yet fragile and vulnerable, because of the instant connectivity that we have today with technology. I mean, we always say, like, these aren't just phones anymore, are they? These aren't just phones. People have become citizen journalists, and oftentimes, and we see it happening all over, where people's actions, and not always in their best times and moments, are being showcased for the world to see. And unfortunately, the court of public opinion is always in session, 24/7, 365. So the idea is, and this is where, from my experience in professional motorsports and NASCAR, IndyCar, and Formula One, having dealt with dozens of crisis situations, it always surprised and shocked me that reputation management was reactive. It was always the after the fact of, oh my gosh, what do we do now? So what I'm bringing forth in my message in this session, but also in my book, Reputation Shift, is this idea to shift our mindsets to become proactive and intentional when it comes to building one of our greatest assets, which is our reputation.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's really important. I know when I worked on crisis PR projects, it was after the fact. We always tried to build them in on the front, but sometimes even if you do that, you don't know what's going to come up. You just don't know. And I know if you look at celebrities, And we know, we could think of, I don't know, we could drop dozens of names right now who have made one false misstep, their reputation is ruined, and so is their career.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's,
Or the culmination of what I call gradually then suddenly. You know, a lot of
oh,
these folks, they look at Lance Armstrong as a prime example of that. Gradually, steps over time that were going away from the values that they publicly espoused to suddenly there's this moment of crisis. And in that case with Lance Armstrong, and you think about the halo effect of him representing other sponsors and brands, he
mhm,
lost nearly a dozen sponsors in 36 hours after that news broke, after that Oprah Winfrey interview. His
yeah.
quote was, "That was a $75 million day." He lost $75 million in endorsement deals in a short period of time. Now, obviously, as speakers, our realm and world's a little bit different. But as speakers, our reputations are priceless for us. They are the one of the greatest sources of revenue for us. If you think about 65% of all new business comes from referrals. Well,
Mhm.
referrals is basically 100% based upon your reputation. And as speakers, we're building our reputations in two key places. It's on the stage with our
Mhm.
message, being able to craft a message that is going to be applicable, that resonates with the audience, right? Building the reputation of being able to deliver, but then also off stage and how we're interacting with the people, the buyers, the folks that want to work with us, that are trying to hire us, as well as things that are happening in our day-to-day lives. So as speakers, we really have to be proactive and intentional with how we're building our reputations.
Yeah, I agree. And I think social media plays into it too. Sometimes I'm amazed when people call and they want to talk about a speaking engagement, and what you have online really does speak
Oh yeah.
loudly.
Oh,
Yeah.
without a doubt, one of my favorite cartoons, and you can apply this actually to the buying process that happens for speakers. This just happened to be in a hiring context where there's a hiring manager sitting behind a desk looking at a candidate's resume, the candidate sitting across the desk, and the hiring manager says, "Well, according to LinkedIn, you are details oriented and you focus on solutions. But according to Facebook, you like Jack Daniels and you're very comfortable with your body." Right?
It's
So
so funny. Yeah.
people have to be mindful of what they're putting up and what that's saying about them, because the buyers are going to be scouring social media and looking
Mhm.
for really reasons to say no versus reasons for you to say yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. No versus yes. Yeah. You want to make sure that you have that front in mind. So, anything else you'd like people to know about your presentation? It all sounds fabulous. I can't wait.
Well, it's going to be interactive. It's going to be fun. We're going to be giving away some different prizes, so to speak, if you want to call
Ooh.
them prizes. Some goodies. We have some goodies in there, which will be great, ranging from I'll have some books to give
Mhm.
away on for attendees, even 30-minute sessions with me to help you figure out how can you design some reputation building strategies for your own business as well. So it's going to be interactive. We'll have some good takeaways. Obviously, I'm really about action, and as you are as well. But this is going to be a great chance as a community to come together and really explore where and how we can build and strengthen reputation as speakers, and then really rally as a community together to identify places that maybe we weren't thinking of that could be, reputational, potholes or things that can really take us out of the race. So I'm just looking forward to the conversation and sharing this with the group. And I'm fortunate to have great people like you, Barbara, where we can do things like this.
Yeah, thanks. It's wonderful to work with you all. And I love how you put the community emphasis on it because, you are who you hang out with,
Mhm.
and your reputation matters, extends to your circle of friends and your colleagues and your peers. And what better place than NSA Carolinas to get together with people who are really elevating the reputation of the speaking industry together. And that's what Mike's going to help us do. So,
That's the game plan.
all right. Okay. Thank you
We'll do
so
it, friend.
much.
Thank
And I can't
you.
wait. Once again, it's December 4th. Register online.